Hey guys, good morning. I wanted to do like a sketchbook update, I guess, maybe, because I feel bad that I haven't been like drawing recently. I mean, technically I have been drawing. I just haven't felt like I've had anything to like upload or worth it to upload, although my brother assures me that everything I do is wonderful, which is very nice of him. But I did do a couple of things, so I guess I'll just show YouTube, but I won't actually like upload them to my portfolio sites. So I did want to show, and I showed this on Twitter the other day, I found a use for, as soon as I did this one, this is from my last video that I did, as soon as I got done with this painting, I was like, you know what, I do have something that I could use the other colors with, because I felt guilty then too. I'm just like this chronically guilty person, but I felt bad that I didn't really use like the blues and the purples and the yellows. I predominantly just used the oranges and the pinks. But as soon as I got done with this, I was like, let's do like a little silly little moon guy. And I actually kind of quite like the way he came out. I mean, he's kind of ugly cute. Like the colors are kind of cute. I kind of like that. So yeah, I did that. So see, I did do my own challenge, I guess. So quite cute. And then I also did this one, which I also kind of briefly showed on like TikTok and stuff. And he's all right. I'm not quite happy with it. I was trying really hard to get into like the fall mood, because it's like that, you know, it's the pumpkin spice season. I'm actually going to go out and go get some pumpkin spice coffee here in just a little bit, because I have some chores that I need to do today. But I was trying to get into the fall spirit by drawing pumpkins, which I do enjoy doing. And a couple of years ago, I got really big into drawing like fall leaves, but it's just not really hitting me this year. I'm actually working on something else right now, but it's still kind of springy. So I had another idea, and there we go. We're going right back to brightly colored pastel springs again. But I am working on something else, and that one I probably will upload to the Instagram, but it's gonna have to wait till I get home later. So we're gonna go get some coffee. I have to run to a couple of appointments, have to run to pharmacy, and we'll be good to go. Alright, now that I'm all pumpkin spiced up, it is actually really cold outside. Let me show you what I did. So I went to the Barnes & Noble with a purpose. I needed to go to pick up some cheap Halloween supplies. So I went for these. I saw these at the store the other day, and I was like, oh my god, like I need these. So my husband had volunteered us for a trunk or treat, which is something we've never done before. I'm about to make y'all, hold on, let me make you guys dizzy by getting to the back of my truck. Okay, so yeah, we got volunteered for a trunk or treat. We don't have children, so this is something that we've never done before. I don't know how to decorate at all, period, let alone for Halloween. But the other day at Michael's, because it was kind of spur of the moment, we actually had a really hard time finding Halloween decor. So at Michael's, we just got what was like bottom of the barrel, what was left over. So we got like 2 paper pumpkins, and somehow we'll just attach those to our truck. I've got like a pumpkin tablecloth. Oh no, come back. What else did I get? I got, get out of there. A trick-or-treat banner. So if I like this trunk-or-treat thing, we may do this maybe next year too. And then maybe next year I can have like some sort of plan to be a little bit more prepared, or you know, like a better idea for a better decoration idea. But yeah, that's what we got. So the 2 paper pumpkins, the tablecloth, the trick-or-treat banner, and then I saw those at the Barnes & Noble, and I thought that would match our pumpkins. So that is what we're going to do for the trunk or treat. We also got a cornhole pumpkin thing. They wanted us to do some sort of a game so that kids could win candy. So that's just a giant cornhole. But while I was out looking for cheap supplies, I went to Pop Shelf because I thought maybe they would have cheap dollar store supplies, and instead I accidentally walked out with, well, ignore the toothpaste, but a bunch of like art pens Let me cut in and show you this. Look at all these pens. They even had like midliners. They had lots of actual like name brand stuff like Sharpies. I was really surprised to see all these. And then they had alcohol markers. The alcohol markers were really cool, except for they weren't the brush tip. They were just bullet nib, but still kind of cool. Wasn't expecting that. We'll go over those in just a few minutes. I also got, this is a $7 pumpkin dog costume. I'm gonna put that on the dog later, see what it looks like. Yeah, went out for Halloween stuff. Got my pumpkin spice, that's empty. And then got some art stuff too. So pretty successful day so far. I have to go to the pharmacy on post and go pick up some prescriptions, and then I'll go home and do art stuff. We're going to do awkward voiceover mode because I just got home and my husband is actually working, but I wanted to show you the pens that I got from Pop Shelf real quick. So these are the Art Alternative and the Koi brush pens, and I'm actually decently excited to see these. The reason why I got these is because I've been using and I just threw it there, but I've been using the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen with the brush tip for my line art, and I've been looking for alternatives to these. I do really like the Faber-Castell. They're just a little bit limited in color range. So these ones are brush tip as well. These ones are actually a dual tip. There's another side to it. But the brush tip ones, I was just looking for more a variety of a color range. In particular, I am lacking in some oranges and like some browns. So here we're going to do just a little bit of swatching just to compare. And I played with these a little bit in the store itself, and I actually kind of really like them. They actually kind of remind me of like the Tombow, you know, the pens that people use for lettering, and I kind of like that. So I think that these will be a decent alternative, more colors available when I'm doing line art. But just look how kind of pretty these are. I'm sure the Art Alternative ones are not super high quality. I've seen this brand before, I think maybe in like Michael's, but I've never played with them before. I was just, again, excited to see that orangey color. And I also got kind of like a brownish gold color, which is also useful. And now that I'm home, I'm actually kind of wishing that I had purchased a couple of greens, because I actually need some greens as well. But I just figured we would play with these. So not bad for a little dollar store pen. Oh, and then here I wanted to show this too. I had been looking for this everywhere on the internet, and I finally found it on Amazon Japan. And this is the Turner Artist Watercolor, the Japanese-esque colors. And this is supposed to be like a limited edition. They only made so many like amounts of these paints, and once they're gone, and you can't get them anymore. Or at least that's what I got when I translated it from Japanese to English. So I'm really excited that I found these. I will probably swatch these in another video and play with them, but I haven't had time just yet. But very excited to have those to add to my watercolor collection. But just to compare, here's the acrylic gouache Japanese-esque tubes. You've probably seen those, but these ones are the watercolor. So yeah, very excited. And really poor lighting, but here's me using the Koi and that goldish green color, and how I usually like to use my pens, just little outlines here and there. I feel like this is a good gold color. I'm quite pleased with that. Very pretty. So I'm almost finished with this one. I actually, surprised, just came back in from walking my dog, and I'm taking her out to the bathroom, and I just met my neighbors for the very first time. Never met them before. Unfortunately, I am moving. That was kind of actually like my big announcement, I guess, was that me and my husband are moving to Texas. We've known now for a few months, but I didn't want to bring it up because, well, I don't know, with the military, you never know if there's any sort of last minute changes, and I didn't want to announce anything and then have it be wrong. I also didn't really want any of my coworkers to know until the last minute, because I really just felt kind of guilty. I always feel really guilty whenever I quit workplace. Not that I quit very often. I'm actually usually a very stable employee. Once I'm there, I'm there. And I don't like to move because I don't really like being a new person at a workplace. I kind of like knowing everything. And so it's kind of bittersweet. I'm kind of excited to be moving because I kind of like the amenities of the area. I think that they'll be pretty good for me. But yeah, I hate looking for a new job. I hate starting over again. And I hate when my, just my life gets disrupted a little bit. So very bittersweet. I'm actually going to go out tomorrow and eat dinner with my coworkers one last time. And then that'll be it. I'm on the schedule still for the next couple of weeks, but I don't really know how I feel. But yeah, so my plans for today, I'm going to try and get this done. This was a pretty simple drawing. I think I'm going to darken his nose a little bit to add more color to it. But I'll get this scanned in and then I'll upload it to the internet. And I failed at keeping this under 10 minutes, but that's really all that I have for you guys for right now. So thank you for whoever watched, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.